remember when I was in graduate school, I had a philosophy professor who essentially egoism, he said, was the reason why he stopped being an ethicist. He was teaching a philosophy of science course I took. He was very big into logic and things like that. But he had, he said he used to be an ethicist. He used to teach a lot of ethics courses, and that used to be kind of where his expertise was. And I don't know exactly how the thought experiment went, but he said he went to class one day and he asked the students, you know, to consider what their reaction would be if they had a twin who was struck by lightning while they were out together, something to that effect. And overwhelmingly, the student reaction, he said, was, or the people who were most vocal, were saying that their reaction was they would just be glad it wasn't them. And he remembered thinking after he heard that, he said he went back to his office, was disgusted, and realized he couldn't teach ethics anymore. Now, I don't know if that's true. You know, if you've met enough philosophers, I mean, they can be an odd lot, so that doesn't surprise me that that kind of sudden epiphany would occur. But the case is that, you know, the thing he said about it was, he said, you know, it is a ethical system, or he didn't say an ethical system, he said it is a value system, but he said, I don't know if it's an ethical system to be egoistic, to be selfish, to be self-interested. Well, that's where this comes along, is egoism is essentially a type of, which is what we're going to be talking about this unit, is a form of basically selfishness. It's saying what is moral is to be selfish. And so, you know, as he said it's a value system, but I don't think it's an ethical system. Well, the egoists disagree. They consider it a value. They consider it not only a value system, but an ethical system. They basically start with the premise that, you know, go out and do things in your own self-interest because, well, you know, that's the way the world works best, is if everybody takes care of their own, that's going to be the best way for the world to function. And that's essentially where the crux of the entire system lies. That too many people run around trying to help others, and in the end, you can't do that in a really fair way. You're always going to be self-interested. And if you would just focus on your own self, and everybody would do that, that the world would actually be the best possible world. And so that is basically where this system lies. So for the next few weeks, we will be discussing, I believe we go through October 13th on that one. This one is 3 weeks in length. We will also, as just sort of a few preliminary things, there will be the first of the sort of summary or discussion papers about an ethical issue due on the 20th, so that's a week after this one closes. But you would probably want to begin reading and thinking about that during this unit. So, as always, keep up with the discussion boards, which run on a slightly different timetable. Be prepared for the paper, the first summary paper, which I will put a module or little folder out about that here in the next few days. And you know, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to email me and begin working. Good luck.